So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So, I'm taking a bit of a break from OPTC right now. I'm just not feeling like playing, but I still want to do my daily videos, and with Trash Map coming up, I do need to have some saved as well. So, I thought today I do what I usually like to do when I'm not feeling like it, just talk instead. And I know people like to hear me talk about stuff, so today I thought I'd do something I usually don't do, but people have asked of me, and that's basically talk about different units, who I recommend, stuff like that. So, not going to be a tier list, but I'm going to go through 10 units I recommend from the treasure map shop. So, not necessarily the best, but units I think everybody should own. You could say that these are my most used ones. And I'm not saying you should buy these first. You should always save some treasure map tickets if you're new, so you can buy units if needed. But like if you play for a while, you've saved up some tickets, you just want to start building your box, this is basically a video for you. So yeah, let's jump into it. And it's not going to be any particular ranking between these 10. I'm going to do in chronological order. So we can start with the one that was always recommended in the past, and she's still pretty good. The Big Mom. She's very good. Let's go and look at her. See, we can't get all of the info here, but we can look at the special at least, and that's usually enough to talk about. So basically, you remove all beneficial effects on the crew, which is a very rare effect that is sometimes useful, sometimes not. Changes all slots, including block slots, to G orbs. Boost crew's orbs by 3 times for 1 turn. And slightly boost attack and color affinity for 1 turn. So that's like 1.5 times attack and color affinity. But it's made up for with the orb boost. So basically you get all the 3 main buffs to a pretty good level. And a full board of orbs. And if you have the support... wow. Can't believe I'm forgetting it now. The oven support a recruit. At least Big Mom is guaranteed a matching orb, and if you do like a mono powerhouse team, all the powerhouse units will get a matching orb, so that's pretty cool. I use that a lot. Big Mom also actually have a very cool captain ability. You can't really see it here since this is not the max one, but basically in Treasure Map you can use Big Mom as captain, and she will make type dealing specials a lot stronger, so you can do some ridiculous damage. I've not used her a lot yet, but I didn't really think about that before, so now I'll try and consider it every trash map at least. But yeah, definitely worth owning. Very good unit. Moving on. And this is also an old popular one, and still very good. The Dex Shanks. And you can't see it here, but this Shanks actually has double special and reduced CD, so he's basically always ready at the start of the quest, and you can use his special twice. It's not the best special, but it's pretty good to have in some cases. Reduces duration of barriers by 1, burn by 1, greatly boosts the chance of landing on matching slots for 1 turn, and after doing that you also shuffle the orbs randomly, including block. And you add some damage on top of tap timing bonuses. So yeah, pretty useful. Like you can use this Shanks to get some early matching orbs, which is what he is usually mostly used for. And yeah, basically it's not guaranteed full board of matching orbs, but it's pretty good chance of getting it. And especially now with the film Red Luffy, this Shanks is a pretty good sub to him. Like you immediately fully charge Luffy again, and you only need Shanks on the team. You don't need the other Moogies, so that's pretty dope. Moving on. And we're going to talk about Weevil. Still really good. Not as good as before, but yeah. Still, being able to remove attack down by 20 turns is insanely useful. Like, no matter how much attack time you get, you basically remove it. You also add 300 times character attack in non-tapped on top of tap timing bonuses for 2 turns. And if enemy is immune to delay or status effects, you also get a 2 times attack boost. So yeah, I use this Weevil all the time, like remove attack down, guaranteed, get the 2 times attack boost. Like attack down is one of the most common debuffs, and it's getting more common to be more than 5 turns. And it's also not the most common support to remove. So Weevil ends up being used quite a lot by me, so definitely think you should own him. Next up, we have one of my favorite duos. It's Sakazuki and Isho. So Akka and Fuji, they're pretty good. Looks like we can't look at them here, or we can. But yeah, basically their special is not that great, to be honest. You defeat all enemies with low HP. You change all slots randomly to strength and int. Do a 20% HP cut and become Akainu and Fuji for 2 turns. So special is not that great. The great thing is the swap, which we can't see here. But you basically get an ore boost for 3 colors. Quick, int, and dex. And you get end of turn damage. So that's a pretty insane swap, actually. And they also have a sailor that if you use some specials, you get their special back faster. So on some teams, you can use their specials quite often to potentially get a full board of matching orbs, depending on sailor abilities and captain abilities and such. But yeah, I both use them for regular content and for hard content, so sometimes they are a very good fit. Moving on, we have a unit that is close to my heart. It's the Anniversary Luffy. If you don't know, this is the first treasure map I ever won. I won 2. This was the first one. And this Luffy is pretty good, actually. I use him a lot. It helps that he's a Luffy unit, so you have a lot of support to use as well. But the special is fine. Reduces attack down, bind the spear by 4 turns. Changes recovery tandem and unfavorable orbs to matching, and 2 times orb boost for the team for 1 turn. And yeah, it might feel like he doesn't remove enough, but like Luffy basically has a support for everything, so if you need to remove more, you can do it. And it's also nice to have the option of some orb manip, and a rainbow orb boost is always helpful. So it's pretty easy to fit this Luffy on a lot of teams. So like he's not the best unit, but he's often a pretty good glue unit on the team to make it work. Moving on, we probably have the most worth unit to own here, which is the Zoro. He's amazingly good. Like the Shanks, he also has reduced special charge and double special. And yeah, it's super good. He has a super fast special. He can remove damage threshold for 2 turns. And he does damage that goes through all defensive effects. First time is 250,000 damage. Second time it's 500,000. And after that it's 1 million every special. And it's low CD as well, 8 special. And he has Sailor to reduce his CD when strength units uses special, I think. So that's pretty dope. And yeah, he's used every treasure map. And if you have like an arena or something you want to speed run, you can always try and fit him in too. He can also be used on some difficult content if you want to beat it faster. Like, pretty sure the fastest Rover 2 team uses him. The best team against Garp 15 uses him. Like, this Zoro is used every month easily. Super good unit. Next up, we have a very good unit and a good support as well. We're not talking support this video, but Shiri is more used for his support, but he is very good for both driven and slasher teams. Like, his kit is not perfect, but he ends up being getting a lot of use since these classes do lack some units. Reduces one enemy's HP by 20%, so he does damage. You can put a support like the Halloween Law, for example. Reduces attack down paralysis by 4 turns, removes poison, 2 times color affinity for driven and slasher, and 90% damage reduction. So as you can see, not the best kit, but it is so versatile, and both these classes lack so much, but are still pretty good. So he does end up seeing quite a bit of use. Like, I know myself, you know that I do driven teams a lot, and this Shiri often ends up finding a place with his kit. So, and since driven is one of the best classes, like, yeah, I'd say you should learn him, and slasher is pretty good too. Moving on, we have the second Sora as well, and he's great in general. Like, he's even better for beginners than for veterans, but yeah, his kit is just so good. I'd say it's the best of the Germa Moogies, like outside of the Legend Sanji, of course, but this Sora is very good. Basically, you reduce damage threshold by 6 turn. Psy and Free Spirit characters get 2.25 times Ore Boost for 1 turn, and also 1.5 times Ore Boost. Then you get some special effects depending on what buffs you have. The main important thing is that if you have both attack and Ore Boost, you can extend Ore Boost, so the special isn't useless. And yeah, that can be fun to use sometimes, but the main thing I'd say is removing a lot of damage threshold but also getting a lot of orb and attack boosts. So yeah, I used this Zoro quite a bit actually. Zoro has a lot of good supports as well. This unit also has a good save to reduce CD when Free Spirit characters use it as special, and obviously Free Spirit is probably the best class in the game. And yeah, we're going to do the second Luffy as well, another unit I use a lot, and he's pretty similar to the other Luffy in that he also removes attack down, and you also mainly use him because he's a Luffy unit, but there's really not a lot of int Luffy units, and obviously having a Luffy is valuable for all the support. But he has a legit good special as well. You reduce special bind, attack down, remove SFX by 5 turns. You change block orbs to matching and gives a 2 times attack boost for 1 turn. So as you can see, pretty similar in design to the other Luffy, but I'd say he removes even better buffs, like both special bind and attack down is very dope. Also having the option of block orb manip and giving a 2 times attack boost. So yeah, as I said with other Luffy, you end up using this Luffy quite a bit. He's definitely worth owning. One final unit was hard to pick. I could have picked both the Frankie and the Sabo, to be honest, but I ended up with the Persparrow. He is probably my favorite treasure map unit from the last year in terms of general design. He's a very cool unit. He also has reduced CD, so he's ready from the beginning, which is very useful since he's special. It gives a 2.75 times chain lock for 3 turns. You lock crew slots for 3 turns, and if Captain is quick, you do end of turn damage for 2 turns. So yeah, this is just a super unique kit that is useful in a variety of ways. You both get the chain lock, you get the orb lock, you get end of turn damage, and all of this is ready from turn 1. Like, nobody else in the game has a kit like this, and I've been able to use him on quite a few teams where he's unreplaceable. Like, no other unit can do this, and it's such a versatile kit, so hard to replace. And he also has sailors to reduce CD, so for a bit longer content you can use him like stage 1 or 2 and probably have him back for the end. So yeah, super cool kit. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. I don't mind talking. It just depends on the subject in the end. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.